Oh yeah, the Robert E. Lee statue has been removed in Charlottesville. How awesome is that? Pog. I'm sure we're all sick of these arguments by now, but like it's finally like this was the whole Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. This is what it was about. It was defending this statue. Looks like they got epically owned a couple years down the line. Yeah, the thing is, look, we've all heard these arguments before, but for anyone who's confused about this, please keep in mind a huge number of Civil War memorial statues weren't put up after the Civil War. They were put up during the Civil Rights Movement. They were put up specifically to scare black people. That's it. Like, black people are marching for your rights. Oh, let me put here, like, military and political leaders who fought for the right to enslave you. That's it. Imagine if there was, like, anti-Semitism not Nazi Germany. Imagine if there was anti-Semitism in Germany, like West Germany back in the 80s. Do we have a source on that, Vosh? Yeah, that's extremely... Yeah, wait, hold on. Yes, that's... Yeah, look. There's even a History.com news article about it. Not news, sorry. History. Oh, it's in the news section, but yeah. Yeah, the first wave went up when Jim Crow was implemented, and even more went down later. Giant stone carving, its production began in the 1910s. It was completed in the 1960s. In 1956, they redesigned the state flag in Georgia to include the Confederate battle flag. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The Civil Rights Movement, most of it took place during Reconstruction. My apologies. They're yay about, you know? I think there were some elements of it that were done during the Civil Rights Movement, but a lot of it was just done during, like, broader... Yeah, it wasn't done right after the Civil War. It was done, afterwards. But there were still ones that were raised, yeah, post-Reconstruction during the Civil Rights Movement. Like, imagine... Like, I want you to, like, imagine, okay? Imagine if in Germany there was, like, even after World War II ended, there was, like, discrimination against Jewish people, and they fought for their rights, and the conservatives in Germany, like, put statues up of Hitler in, like, main public squares as a way of honoring their ancestry. Like, seriously, like, it's insane. It's absurd. Of course, they don't allow statues of Hitler over there in Germany, which is probably for the best. The common counter-argument is that it has nothing to do with racism. First of all, if it had nothing to do with racism, why did the establishment of these statues correspond with broader pushes for civil rights? Two, why are we honoring these people? They were traitors. These weren't Americans. They literally seceded from the Union. They're not Americans. They fought against Americans. They killed American soldiers. They invaded America. They fired the first shot. They're not Americans. Why are we honoring them? What? Why? And also, to the people saying that we're tearing down our history, no, we're not. People don't learn history by through statues in public squares. They celebrate history. Statues aren't books. Statues are ways of commemorating people. If you want to learn about the history of the Civil War, you can read about it, or put these in, like, museums, which contextualize all the stuff in here. But if you want to celebrate somebody, you build a gigantic bronze statue of them and you put them in the middle of a town square. That's like, this is not controversial. Everyone knows this. Yeah, but if they try to learn history, that's critical race theory. True. It's funny, the people who are claiming that, like, the removal of these statues constitutes the removal of history are the same people who do not want the real history of the Civil War taught to their kids. The fact that it was fought over slavery and that the South started it. They do not want that being taught. They don't actually want their kids to know the history. They just want to celebrate the dogmatic elements of it. The Southern Poverty Law Center has a map. Is there a key to this map? Wow, that sure is a lot of Confederate memorials, some of which are not in southern states. They told me nobody knows who fired the first shots. No. The Southerners fired at, was it Fort Sumter? Right? They had a ship that fired at Fort Sumter. They were the ones who began. This is so cute. Year dedicated, 1911. Symbol type, school. That's nice. I want to see when these, when these were put up. Some of them have a year dedication. Is there a way of filtering them by, like, time, you know? Here's a timeline of the construction of Civil War. Here we go. There we go. Here's Reconstruction right over here on the left. Only a few. And then right here, oh, right at the turn of the century, the NAACP was founded. Wow. This is like 40 to 50 years after the end of the Civil War. Oh, yeah, and here's another surge right here during the 1960s and during the civil rights. And wow, look at that. Most of the memorials put up during the civil rights movement were in schools, or at least a disproportionate number of them. That's interesting. They're still going up to the 1990s. Yikes. There's also a lot of schools named after Robert E. Lee. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad these statues are being removed. It hurts nobody. It helps people. If I was a black guy and I had to walk to work every day, looming under the shadow of a statue of a man who fought to have me enslaved, that'd be kind of cringe, you know? I don't like that. It's not good. Yes, I've heard that Aton Shay's films on this are quite good, and I would recommend that you watch it if you can. He likes to dress up.